Alright, so there's a new Rune Slayer update, and it's pretty big. So let's just get right into it. So there's some faction changes, of course. So instead of waiting every single week for rating points to turn to reputation and stuff, you just talk to an NPC, and it'll automatically convert it, so you don't have to wait anymore. Your rank title was going to show up on the leaderboard and on nameplates, but you can disable this in settings, which is pretty cool. They also added shields, capes, bags, and rune carvers to a faction shop, dude. And this rune carver thing is actually gonna be so good, bro, because it lets you just like put a rune socket onto your gear. But it's very sad it only works once though, so I don't know. It could be better, it could be worse. Some base changes, huge, huge update. 4 times chances on all rare and legendary items, and 2 times drop rates just this weekend. Does this mean there's like a 8 times chance to their already normal chance? That's an insane boost. They added 3 legendary weapons. I'm really hoping one of these is an archer legendary weapon because they need one of these, or maybe like a mage legendary weapon because they also need one of those. They'll double the EXP on C rank shops because yeah, C rank was a insane grind for. I think everyone knows that it was just taking so long. You just end up grinding beastmen with a party. They lowered the health on problematic mobs, and they lowered the pause damage on problematic mobs, which I'm assuming is like higher tier enemies because it was really hard to just grind them. They lowered the damage on beastmen, moved hills, trolls, or HP regen. I think they're just really focusing on buffing just like the end game progression because that was very annoying. They also fixed Drogar's vest not dropping and buffed the chances of ancient demons offering, and also added the new rune carver to the pool. So overall, I think they just want the more rare items become more common because it's like a really insane grind. It was like stupidly rare before. There's a whole lot of combat changes. They finally added this one. I'm surprised it wasn't made on release. When you parry someone, you just reduce your posture bar. This should have been in the game. I don't know why it wasn't. They increased the parry frame, so in my opinion, I think parry frames were already fine, and adding even more, I don't know, man. This could change a lot. Significantly buff strike armor. This is definitely good. There's a lot more buffs for strikers. The Asira's Crash gives iframes and does more damage. Gives lifesteal for Asura's Eclipse. The third hit of Wolf Burst. Lifesteals and it has more damage now. This is the monk variant of striker. They added instant hyper armor, increased posture damage and more damage to Bear Burst. Increased the damage on Panther Burst. Increased blast damage on all the variants. Increased axe kick damage. So yeah, obviously I think Striker needed a buff. It was fun for PvP, but I think compared to the rest of the classes, very low output for damage and its utility overall. But I think with this one, it's definitely be much more viable for PvP, of course. But for PvE, I think it's definitely gonna be up there. Of course, not as strong as Berserker or Warlock, but it'll also be much more better than it was before. They also significantly buffed Thrusting Strike's damage. Now, Thrusting Strike is just kind of a bad move. I don't think buffing the damage will even do anything because the windup is way too long and it doesn't even have hyper armor. So I really doubt people are still going to use it after this. But it's nice to see they're doing stuff to more of the useless moves in Warrior's Kit. They buffed the shield slam damage, shield crash damage, and the posture damage. Iron will take 35% of your allies' damage instead of 25%. Buffed sand shield weapon art, buffed flux gain. Now, I think with these couple of changes, they're definitely just trying to make Warrior more, well, I guess the other classes of warrior more viable compared to Berserker because Berserker has been dominant even with the 2 nerfs. It's still pretty out there, and with these buffs, I'm hoping to see some more sword masters and knights in ganks and stuff. It'll be cool. They also fixed Dragon Piercer not hitting as much as it should. It's pretty cool. Made Holy Fire rollable. I don't really know about this one. This one wasn't really needed, but that's okay. Buffed Death Sickle's damage. Buffed Grim Reaper's heal. I think Dullahan being one of the like really rare rates, like 2% I think, definitely should have like better stuff. I don't know about buffing and moves, maybe just doing a whole rework, but they do whatever works, so we'll see. Turn Flux, Blood Craze Tackle, Arcane Mend, and Garrot into passive features. So even if you have them equipped, just like unequip them and rejoin, you'll be fine. And I think this one is a huge change because it was so annoying having to basically put passives into your slot. These ones just being strict passive, you don't have to equip them anymore, will definitely help a lot. I think it'll open up a lot more moves, a lot more options for everyone's kit. And they buff Feral Strike's heal, so again, just another update to be sure the striker. Yeah. So I think the ganks are gonna go crazy now, and everyone's gonna have a lot more better loot because they buffed the chances. So get on, start playing Runeslayer because it's like 8 times chance on rare and legendary items now, just this weekend, bro. It'll be 4 times later, but still, 8 times. Get on this right now, bro. Come on.